All right,
This is
here
the
we
story of
are.
a man named Stanley.
I'm not Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job.
All right, we're going to turn this down a little bit and
He
check
sat at
this
his
real
desk
fast,
in
make
room
sure it sounds good.
427, and he pushed buttons.
I'm
on
about
the
5
keyboard.
seconds behind.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Telling
Good.
him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
All right.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Okay, so we are back in Stanley Parable. And
All
It's
of
funny.
his co-workers were gone.
what could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So we are going to go through here. Oh, that's neat. I like that.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Kind of hard not to notice it. All right, where are we going? All right, we do have one of our kittens here with us right now. We have Miss Princess up there on top of the cat tree, just hanging out. I did have Mr. Roy on my lap, so I'm sure he'll be back. Okay, now we did come down here.
You see,
And I don't
Stanley,
remember what
I've
we
been
did.
reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even
We're going really
further.
fast.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the
Yep.
Stanley Parable 2.
Oh. Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor
Again.
additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I believe that. I didn't realize this has been out for so long. I totally could see fans wanting to, wanting this to come out in a part 2 because it's very fun. Nope, not gonna let us do anything. Let's go
Calling
this
it the Stanley
way.
Parable 2 is just so much catchier than
Taste
Ultra
the
Deluxe,
sequel.
don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and
Yeah.
long-term franchising potential.
Well, I don't know. Half-Life didn't really follow with that, did it? Okay, I don't know what exactly that is. Let's just check these doors, see if we can go anywhere. Not quite yet. I love the trailer posters, though. Ah, post-it notes. All kinds of good notes on there, I'm sure, of what we need to do to this game. Alright, we're gonna go through here. Can we pick anything up? What was that? I heard a weird noise. Oh! Hold on one second. I didn't even look up there. Hold on one second. That's so weird. Hold on. I don't know why that's like that. I know why it's like that. Hold on one second here. I got you. There we go. Let's see if that's better. I use OBS Studios. Okay, I think we should be good now. There we go. Yeah, I didn't even look over there. Yay. Thanks, man. Yeah, because I have my main screen right in front of me and I have a big monitor. I have horizontal, well, vertically over here with my chat at the bottom and all that, and I just never glanced up there. I was more worried about the audio because that's usually what I have problems with. But we are in it looks like the Stanley Parable 2 station. I hope you're having a good day, Zach. A good morning. The color red, leverage, holistic value. All right. This is just fun. More TSP, better TSP. The Stanley Parable. Yep, that's what my brain looks like after playing this. Hey, there's that fern. We were supposed to take a look and memorize it. Look, you can get yourself some swag. Get you a Stanley Parable mug. Okay, I don't see anything else here, so we'll go ahead and... What's this one here? New content is out. Yeah, that's right. Part 2. Okay. Oh, I am loving this game. It's so bizarre. So unusual. The comedy in it is very good.
I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Dark Souls, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar. Really? Okay. Haven't played that one yet. I like Arkham Asylum. I haven't played... maybe I did do a little bit of the Arkham City. I know I have them. I got them in a Humble Bundle a while back. Okay, let's keep moving. This way to the show floor. Let's see what's this way. Nothing. It won't let us go. Okay. So basically, if you do things... this game has like, I don't know, a lot of different endings. And you have to do weird things to get the different endings. New content. I was hoping I could get in there, but I can't. Okay. So we're just going to go up here and see what we can find. There's a stool. I'm supposed to be looking for a bucket at some point. I had someone tell me...
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. New features. The button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. Is that in here?
For the Stanley Parable 2,
Whoa.
I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer
bucket
is
and a
that
fern.
they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
That is. I wonder what it's going to call me. Guess there's one way to find out. Too big, too small, just right. Not gonna let me push it yet? Okay, maybe up here. Yeah, someone just said that I need to get a bucket, and that's all I know, so I'm gonna... Here we go. Let's see.
Jim.
Sorry, I should
No,
clarify.
I'm not
Right
Jim.
now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
Okay.
let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise
Okay.
you'll love it. Okay,
All right.
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget
Okay.
whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I'm Jim.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping
Okay.
and waking as Jim, falling
Got
in
it.
love and being heartbroken as Jim.
I don't think
seizing
Jim would
all
fall
of
in
the
love.
world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Okay, so now this is where you would do that, but if you don't do things, he says, going to the gym is Jim, yes. Usually, if you don't listen to him right away, he'll kind of make fun of you and berate you and yell at you. So I don't know if he'll do anything like that here or not. It's not looking like it, so I guess we're going to go and push the button.
Jim.
Hey, that's me!
Yes,
Yay!
you see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The
Amazing.
button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, let's do it again.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too
Okay.
emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
All right, well, we're taking a break. No, let's hit it again. Let's get them all.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Yeah.
Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim.
Jim.
I'm putting the gym button away.
No,
Otherwise soon you'll
no,
start
no.
to lose all sense of who you actually
no,
are.
no, no.
Jim.
Ah. Thanks, narrator. There goes my fun. Okay, it looks like they opened the door so for us to go back out and check out another feature in this fake game.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Yeah. Only Jims.
An
Epilogue.
would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Where are we going up here? Collectibles. Free, new and easy achievement. Oh, I think we need to go down there. What's an infinity hole? Or an infinite hole? Oh, we got merch. Okay. Got all kinds of stuff to look at. Let's go to free achievement and see what that is. Oh, wait, what's this? The jump circle.
You know what,
Oh, this
Stanley?
is
I actually
boing.
think the jump circle was a pretty
Yay.
good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Yeah, I would use it. This you can't jump unless you're in the jump circle for some reason. When I push jump button, it doesn't do anything out here. Okay, so we came down there. What is this? This is no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Which one should we go with? Get well someday or the 12th birthday? Stepniece. That's hilarious. Which one should we do? Looks a little bit like a John Mulaney. Happy birthday? Okay. Here we go.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Wait. That's hilarious. That's not what I pushed. Okay, well. Now what happens if I push this one? Oh, it won't let me. It only lets you push one. That was kind of funny. Oh, that's so funny. So now they have the
Maybe I
balloons
should have
out
gone
here.
with- No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
That's really funny. Those balloons weren't in these pictures earlier. Okay, let's keep going. It is a really good. Office decorations, infinity hole are upstairs. Or I have no idea. Oh, here's some merch. Let's check out their merch. Oh, we can't get back there. The end is never the end is never the end again. I saw the new content. I like that. I actually want one of those shirts. Those would be cool. Okay, so the button that says gym. Did we go in here yet? What's that noise? Something that's right there. A button. A picture of a button, at least. Okay, jump circle infinite. Oh yeah, let's go get our free achievement. I think we... Yeah, there's the jump circle. Yeah, we went over here. We went in there. What's down here? Oh my god, we're gonna get lost. Let's look at this over here first. The Stanley Parable 2. Okay, how do I do this? I can't believe it's that simple. Go here. Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Okay?
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yes.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Okay, let's just take a look around, see if I see any buckets by chance. And I don't. Look at all this. Looks nice. Okay, here we go. Getting ready to get our free achievement.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
Oh,
but
come
I guarantee
on.
it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Oh, that's lame. I won my achievement. Okay, let's, I guess we'll go back out since it doesn't want to give us a free achievement. Fine. I mean, we might be missing something. There might still be something in here and we just don't see it, but that's okay. We'll move along for right now. Go back out here.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. What's up here? We haven't gone up here, have we? Can you find them? Can you find who? Select them all. Alright, let's go in here and see what we can find.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In
Oh,
the
no.
Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
I like it. Okay, what's going on here? Am I stuck in this room? Okay. Felt like I was gonna fall, but I guess we'll go towards the lights. I guess we're going towards that light. We're not really walking on anything. I don't hear any footsteps, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Oh, is that a Stanley figure? Yeah, it is. That's me! Yay! 1 of 6. Oh, that's hilarious. Like them all. Okay, so that's interesting.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I like rewards. Expo Hall Guide. Settings, World Champion. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. B2, what's that? Is that... I have to look for that, I guess, huh? We don't want to exit. Let's go up. Can we go up? Go around here. Jump circle and exit. No, no, I don't want to exit. Oh, hello. One of my old lady cats, Cookie, just came to say hello. This one might not even have any collectibles. I mean, that might just been the one-time joke. Okay, Infinity Hall. I want to find... Yeah, we're gonna have to go upstairs because I think... Oh, wait, let's go this way. That's new. Right up there. I want to go up there. Oh, here we go. Bucket. Oh, this is exciting. I don't know what this does, but they said you had to have a bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Okay.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
Nice. Okay, I like this.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Okay, we can get it now. We've got the bucket. What is that?
Can you feel it?
Yes.
Glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Excellent.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Well,
The benefits of the bucket
isn't that
seem to
what
go
buckets
on
do?
and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
so there are things that I've done throughout the game that I think if I go back and do again, this time holding a bucket, I'll get different results. So that is going to be interesting.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Bucket. I don't know. The Minecraft bucket was pretty important, I think. The button that says gym. Okay, we've been through all this. We still have places to go. Just a matter of getting up there. I want to get up there. I do feel a lot more relaxed now that I actually have this bucket here. Okay, here we go. We got settings world champion. What's that mean? Settings world champion. Is there something in my settings? I am... Wait. Okay. Reset. How would I become a world champion? What if I just messed with them? Toggle auto walk? Auto walk. That says on. I don't know what that means. Let's just mess with all these. Subtitle. There we go. I don't know if I don't know if it's doing anything or not, but we'll see. Dutch. Oh no. Well, if you remember it, Let me know because I am anxious to mess around with different games. I don't think I did anything. But let's see. Can we go audio?
This is the story of a...
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Video. Oh, do I have to switch all this? Let's see. App resolution. Apply resolution. I didn't change it so I can hit the button. Okay. Quality profile high. That's good. And last one. Controls. I have no idea. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's go and... Nah. Okay, let's go and what else was we looking for? That's new. Have we done this yet? What is this? Yes, this is the epilogue. Okay. Well, I think we've seen... Oh, the infinity hole. We got to go there. And that is going to be over there. So let's go over and see what that does. All right. Now, you could literally spend all day reading all these, and you'll find some really... There's a break room in this story here that I'm sure we'll get back to. That's kind of the thing about this is this the game just goes, and at a point it will just restart right back to where you're in Stanley's office.
Stanley, here's
Whoa.
an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
What?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Infinite, yes. So, oh, we can't go down. What's down? See, there has to be a way to get down there at some point. We're just not there yet. Go this way. Can we get through here? Nope, dead end. That's okay. We will check out the hole. I've got my trusty bucket. Yeah, that's definitely a hole. I guess we're gonna have to go in it. Oh, here we go. Let's see how infinity it is. Okay.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions,
Whoa.
if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
Yes.
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press Y. Let's not do that yet.
I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Well,
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
why? It's an infinite hole. What's he worried about?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't
Yes.
want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite?
I'm
Well,
guessing
that
no.
sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ow!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Wait.
Look,
I didn't do nothing.
things
I
got
just
a little
fell.
heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Mostly
If that works
infinite.
for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll
What if
just
it
be up
doesn't?
here when you're ready.
Let's just hold off and see if he says anything. No, he does not. What kind of how he's talking to me is how he talks to the whole game. I don't think he's going to say anything else, so we will teleport back up there.
Great. Now, I'm
There we
very
go.
excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
No, again, again.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The
Yeah.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't
doesn't.
need to see it all, but not
Nope.
you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Wait,
Oh.
that was
Did
shorter.
the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't
Yes.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
I think so. I think one more
Had
time
enough?
is...
I'm positively thrilled. I
Yeah,
really do
me
have
too. We're
so
gonna go
much more to
backwards.
show you. And to
Whoa.
talk of gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's really short now.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
You
I
think?
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's
You're right.
length. Here, let's try something.
Okay, what are we
Let's
gonna
walk
try?
Back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, he actually wants us to
Well,
do
there
that.
it
Okay.
is. The
Oh.
shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the... How is
Boop.
this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
It's still a
Oh,
hole.
Who am I to
Whee!
judge?
I can go in
You
circles.
just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
I wish I could jump. I can't jump. Okay, I guess we will hit the button. Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not working.
You sure?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I am trying
Still
it. It's...
nothing?
Nope.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Oh,
I'm out.
you're gonna...
Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
No.
a win for everyone. You
Aw.
get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope
No.
you and the hole
Come back.
have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Well, damn. And we can't jump. We can't do anything here. Oh. I got my bucket. Does that mean anything? Maybe the narrator will let me out if I share my bucket with him. I guess we're just gonna have to wait here for a minute and see if he comes back. We're moving. We're moving back down. What's going on? No. I don't like this. Oh, this is creepy. That music. At least we're not falling. We're going down slowly, but still. Change your perspective, A. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. Every time you push A, you get... That's what it looked like. There we go. That's cool. Every time I push A, it changes. Nice. Very cool. Oh God, let's not quote that. That's change your perception. B. Change my perspective. There we go, my perspective. So change your perception, it gives us different music, okay. Change your reality? This is, okay, change your perspective. There's another change your reality. Okay, now we're at the ocean. Now we are digging in the ground. There's fossils. Okay, I get it. Puppies! Oh my God. That's what my big dog is. He was that little once. Oh, we'll hit it again, but I don't want to. I like that, puppies. Change yourself. What did that do? Oh, that's funny. Okay. Interesting. All right, now we got this. This is weird. Let's change our music.
Stanley? Stanley?
What?
Stanley?
I'm having fun. What? Oh,
Oh,
what?
good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed
Oh.
off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep
No.
you really truly focused on the hole? From the looks
Oh,
of
no.
things,
Okay,
you
well.
and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Oh,
I'm
many
looking
years,
forward to all
really?
of them. Stay
Okay.
alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Gee, thanks. Do I get to go back down and push buttons? I think we're getting ready to go back down. No? The end is never is the end is never the never the end is never the end is never the end. Okay, it just popped me out. Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, I've got my bucket. I think we are good to go. I just got to figure out how to get out of here. I think I saw everything. Jump circle. Yep, we did the infinity hole. Collectibles. Explore hole 1 guide. Infinity hole collectibles. Epilogue. Yep. Office decorations I think we saw. Settings world champion. I don't know what that is. Button that says your name, free achievement, this map, and jump circle. I am there. Okay, well, I think we just need to get out of here. Let's see where this way leads. This might be the way out.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready
I
to
think
move
so.
on now?
Yep. If that's okay with you. Wow, that's different looking. Okay. Oh, look at this. No screenshots, please.
So, Stanley, what do you
Whoops.
think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. So
It seems like a
let's do
good
an
game.
Experiment.
Okay.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Here it
let's
is.
do it.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Look at that. Wait. You're not
Well,
Huh.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold
Yeah,
on,
there's that
let me do
machine
a
that doesn't
different
work.
arrangement.
Okay, yeah, do a different
Oh,
arrangement.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay, good. I feel good about it too.
Version 2.
Not even seeing it yet. No.
Who am I
Nope.
kidding, Stanley?
Try it
This
again.
isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
How do I get down there?
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait,
Right.
maybe that's it.
What?
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Oh,
with
no.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Let's see it.
Take a look.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice title screen. Okay, I guess now this is so weird. Okay, so I guess we will... I wonder if I can look at the settings here. Okay, let's begin game and see what it looks like now.
This
Press
is the
A
story
to
of a
skip.
man named
We're not going to
Stanley.
skip. I want to see if there's a difference. But this is
Stanley
how the
worked
game
for a
kind of
company in a
starts.
big building where he was employee
I saw
number
balloons.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
That's
He sat
me.
at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Okay.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
So this is how it starts out
Stanley
before.
was
I just want to see if he does anything different here.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Stanley
He
Parable
had been at his
2.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed
Wow.
up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. But Stanley
we're
simply
just gonna
couldn't
stay in
handle the
here.
pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This
No.
couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing
There you go.
will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
Where's my
Stanley
bucket?
waited. Hours passed. Then
Hours?
days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Okay.
Soon, very soon now,
We're
this
just gonna
would
wait.
end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
This guy must have spent so many hours recording audio. He says so many different things. Okay.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if
Oh.
a crucial outcome fell under
changed
his
my mind.
responsibility?
Hello?
He had never been trained for that. This
Hello?
couldn't go any way except badly.
Aw, man.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. nothing will break me.
Let me out.
Here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited.
This guy has a
Hours
great
passed,
voice.
then days.
Once again, it
And
reminds me
years
of
gone
The
by,
Hitchhiker's
he
Guide
no
to the
longer had
Galaxy.
the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Fine.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Oh, a phone.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Yes, let me
Now
out.
it's
We'll go
just
out.
a little bit closer.
I didn't mean to do that.
Now it's
Sorry.
even closer. Here it comes.
And I'm not going to do it now, but there very well could be a... Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide is amazing. I'll say even the 6th book that was written by Ian Cofer, who wrote Artemis Fowl, if you've ever read
All of
those.
his co-workers were gone.
Whoa.
What could it mean?
Oh, okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So this is how the game
No matter how hard
starts,
Stanley
over and
looked,
over.
He couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Haha. I want to shut some other stuff off.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance
Let
the
me
story
in.
in any way.
It will. It wants us to go in door 437. Or is it 430?
Oh, please. Are you
What?
really just doing this for the achievement? Click
As
a
an
door
achievement?
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now,
What's wrong with
suppose
that?
you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Oh, so that gets me an achievement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Oh, come
Perhaps
on.
50 clicks will do it. Yes.
50?
Almost certainly 50 clicks.
I think he's messing with us. We're just going to do it. I'm not even going to count. We'll just keep clicking. If we're going to get to a point where he's going to be like 1,000 clicks, and I'm positive.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Hustle?
I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why
I'm
don't you
here.
go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Where's 417? This way? 417. Okay, we're getting there. 420. 417.
Stanley
How
felt
many?
the bucket calling to him, begging
Wait,
him to pick
bucket?
it up. Why was he not doing it?
Oh.
Stanley picked up the
Hey, our bucket. Okay. Now, what do you say? Just a bunch of clicks here.
bucket. Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
What? 437? That's back this way, right? 436, 437.
Yes, now
Yeah.
we're getting somewhere. How
Okay.
about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Really? Okay. Oh, hi, Roy. What up? We'll see if Roy comes up and hangs out with us. Hey, handsome. Roar. The Roy man's with us. Smiley himself. Hi, Roy boy. You gonna sit on my lap? You gonna jump down? You wanna say hi? Say hi. You can sit right here with me if you want. You can help me make smart decisions. Zach says, hi, Roy. You gonna go up there on the desk? Okay. 415, I think he said. 416, 415, right? I
Now
might...
back to door number 437.
Oh, he's messing with us. 437. That is the one, I think, right inside the door, right? 437? Yep.
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit?
This thing?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, this is funny. I better get an achievement after all this. You gonna lay up there, buddy? 415, 416. Oh, he said 417 right here. Okay.
Now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
419's desk. That's this way. Dude, if he's messing, I am just gonna be so irritated. 401, I think he said. Wait a minute. 415, 416. I don't know where 401 is.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket.
Oh, these numbers are going higher.
Telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
No, we need
And here it
401.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
419.
How
Oh,
insightful
okay.
the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket
Stanley
was
took
wrong.
the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Let's go. Now, see, I did all this stuff before
And
without
so
the
two of them
bucket. So
detour
let's do
through
it with the
maintenance
bucket.
section and walk straight ahead to the opposite door.
411. 13. Yeah, okay. Well, if it was 419, we'll be able to do it again later. We'll try it. Okay.
Still no one was
So
here.
this is one of the rooms
Stanley
that is
needed the
just
bucket's warmth
absolutely
and comfort now more than
full
ever.
of inside
Perhaps his
jokes and
boss's office was where he'd
funny
find
things. If you
answers.
get a chance to play it, you can just... Profits are hot. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let a ball up inside you. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? The raid hour went really well. We got, I ended up getting about, I think, 5 of the Enamoruses, and we got a 2 Mega
Coming to
Tyranitar,
a
which I
staircase,
needed.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. Walking upstairs. So this is the office. Yeah, we have another one, a community day. I think it's tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know which. Whoa. Hey.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
Oh, I guess
Remember,
there is going to be
no
some
reward
collectibles.
for
Okay.
collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You
Oh.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
You got it. That was very cool. I did not think there would be... but see, once again, I've been in here before, and so now that I have the bucket, I'm going to get different things. Okay, so... we can go in here. Now, I did go in here, and there's a elevator, and I went in without the bucket once. So let's go with the bucket and see if anything changes. It didn't do anything. Do we want up or down? Let's go up. Can we go up? That might be something else. I think I only went one direction last time. I didn't realize you could go both. I hear my voice. It said Stanley. Okay, so... I think we're in the same room. We go down. There might not be anything... It's weird that they would have this. Stanley. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna get out of here, because I don't think that does anything. Okay, let's take our bucket. This is our boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Nope.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down
Yes,
into
the
an
music is
emotional
epic,
dumpster
actually.
fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
What was the
in
number?
his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
I noticed
Nor in
it.
his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have
2845?
any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
I was right. Okay, I remember. There we go. We are
Stanley
in.
guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yeah.
Was the
Pure luck.
bucket
Whoa.
all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
All right,
This is
here we
certainly
go.
the most logical explanation.
Let's see what's different now that we have a bucket. Oh, look, another
major
collectible.
Stanley
Yay!
figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Mini stands.
What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Figurine, Stanlerine. Is that it? Okay. Where are we here? Let's go, I guess. Nothing up here. Let's head down. Hopefully we find something interesting down here that's different now that I have a bucket. Got any big
Elevator
plans this
raced
weekend?
downward,
Zach,
plummeting towards
anything
an
fun
unknown
planned?
fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Everything's gonna be great. The bucket, whoa. The bucket is life.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I really don't know. We don't really have a whole lot planned. We do have a community day, like I said, Saturday or Sunday, but it's supposed to rain, so it might be spent, a lot of it, sitting in the car doing some Pokemon catching.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Okay.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
This is slightly different. Or maybe not. So far, I think the only thing he's done different is he's talking about Stanley and the bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
There's
Everyone
427.
in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley
Aw.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
This is crazy. Alright, let's go and...
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Yeah, good question.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I can't tell what that says up there. Okay, let's go this way.
No! He screamed
What?
into the bucket. He
Oh.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the
Oh,
bucket
this
tighter.
is...
His one friend
This
in the
is
entire
weird.
world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I agree. The bucket's it, man.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
This
Stanley
reminds me
decided
where
that this machinery would never
Vader
again
and
exert its terrible
Luke
power
had their
over
fight.
another human life.
for he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two
Okay.
best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Yeah.
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about
How do you-
taking down the system.
How do you high five a bucket? Oh, a button. It won't let me push the button. Okay. Mind control idle. Awaiting input. Alright, Zach, should we turn this machine on or off? Right now it's idle. We can turn the mind control machine on, or we can turn it off and maybe get out of here.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I've done both of them in the past, but that was before the bucket, so I don't know if anything's going to be different or not. And since you haven't seen this, this will give you a chance to make a decision. I kind of don't remember what each of them did because there's so much going on in this game. Wish I could jump. On? Okay. We're gonna turn it on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Oh, that's
How
amazing.
could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Where?
Birds.
Oh.
Silly birds. The
Silly
control
birds.
buttons became active again.
Yeah, so this is all new. I've never done this. So should we go left or right? It looks like, yeah. What should we do? You can't choose? Okay. Let's go to the left. It might not do anything. Oh, look.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him.
Okay.
This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was
What
a
is it?
facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley
That's
marveled
hilarious.
at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Flamingos!
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Oh,
And
that's
Stanley
so funny.
Was happy.
Oh, ducks. Okay, so I think that was one of the endings. Okay, so that was one of the endings. Okay,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
we're gonna
Stanley
try
decided to
that
go to the
real
meeting
fast
room.
again.
Please. Are you
What?
really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that
Yes.
all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
Come on, I want
I
to get this
can't just
achievement.
give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now
So,
suppose you
when we
want to
chose
get
those
your own
balloons,
20
these weren't
I
here
would say
before.
That's the kind of effort that
That's
warrants
hilarious.
recognition.
Okay, 20 times. There you go. Now
I
what?
have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Yeah.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Just 2,000 clicks and you are there. Okay, that has to be 50 right about there.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Where do we
I
go
want to see
first?
commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
Why
Yes.
don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. That's this way. Down and through here. 41. Oops. Oh, it's in this other room. I did this last time. 417. Okay, there you go.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. You're just going to make us go back and forth. 437.
Excellent. I
Yep.
think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
10 clicks on 415. All right. I know, right? 415. Here we go.
Now, back to door number 437.
And I remember we click on the copying machine.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
All right, we're getting somewhere. 417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Okay, so that was actually in here. 419. How?
Yes! This
Oh, wow.
is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Really? Okay.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine,
He's-
do that one again!
He's getting very excited, man. He is very excited about this. Is there a machine over here? Nope, just the one. I was hoping there'd be one in there too. Okay, here you go. Narrator.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5
What?
clicks on door 430!
430. That's going to be this way. Okay, we got you. Oh, no. 430 is right here. Okay, here you go. 5.
Yes!
Hey, we did get it.
Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
430
You
times.
really earned it, Stanley. Nothing
That's
could
funny.
hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I remember seeing BioShock back when it came out many years ago, and it was one that was kind of interesting. Yeah, you're right. It might be a little too old for the channel, but I do want to check it out. That might be one. I might actually have that. I'm not sure. Okay, so we need to grab the bucket.
Stanley
Thank
lifted
you.
the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
Now-
entered the door on his left.
Let's go back to my office, the boss's office, and let's choose to turn it off and see if there's anything different holding the bucket. This gets us right into here. Oh, wow. That's new. Across the office. Okay. There are many questions. There's no memo from management. How do you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? I'd like to know that one. Who took these pictures of them? This is so good. Follow clues provided by 416. Good luck. Who's 416? We'll have to check out that office at some point. 416. Okay. Oh, hey. Last time I was in here, the narrator told me I
Can you
like
feel it? The
alcohol
broom closet.
and
it wants
hookers.
the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No,
I can
it's my
believe
bucket.
it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say.
It's got
here.
its own bucket
supposed
right
to go
there.
with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your
Yes.
companion and lifelong friend.
This is my
I'll hand
bucket.
it over. Oh no. We're getting into name
There are many
calling
buckets like
nonsense.
it, but
Is
this bucket
how
is
low
mine.
The broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley,
This is
I never
amazing.
liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even
Yeah.
this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your
What?
relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your
No,
life is
this is
so
my
banal
bucket.
and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your
Nope.
path in an even
Nope.
partially enticing manner? Well,
Nope.
I never...
Only a bucket. Only
Go
this
on,
bucket.
Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Yeah.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go
Oh.
through each of them point by
We've
point.
just started.
Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the
Man,
bucket as they have
me and the
changed
bucket have
and
been
evolved
through a
over the
lot.
years. Let him have it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have my bucket. How's that? Narrator.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here
Okay.
we go. There.
Prop-
Now it's settled. No more
Prophet
debate.
Stanley.
No more discussion. Take
I
a
love it.
hike, broom closet, with all
Yeah.
the meandering
Get outta here, broom
philosophical
closet.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
That's very funny. Okay.
All
Can I
right,
say-
I've got a second
What?
sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Uh-oh.
You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Bucket.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether
like
the thing
bucket
you're holding
inception.
is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself,
It is a bucket.
It's a bucket.
Yep.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Absolutely. If I stay here, will you give me another sticker?
You know what? I could
What?
take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room
Oh,
of
he's leaving me
cleaning
again.
supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you
Dang.
outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Wow, broom closet really pissed him off, didn't he? We're just going to stand here just for a minute or so, just because I don't know if he'll come back. I have a feeling that is going to be the end of the conversation in here. We'll go ahead and leave. He'll come back and join us.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, we did. We walked over here, and we walked in here, and we hit,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may
I
have
didn't want to
broken
give
down
up
into an
my-
emotional dumpster
That's
fire,
my
if not for
bucket.
the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
yeah, no, I don't want to give up my
Yes,
bucket.
This is
Whoa.
certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay, so we're going to go do the exact same thing, except for we're going to shut the mind control off and see what happens. And then there's also there was a part where you could escape, it said, and I haven't done that with the bucket. If we go down
Stanley and the bucket
here,
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
see there's this way. Let's go shut that off first, and then we'll do the escape ending and see if that's any different. Come on, bucket. Hit that button.
The
Yeah.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Come on. There we go. Go. Go, bucket, go.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No, don't do
Everyone
that.
in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
The bucket had never
I
seen
wonder
anything like
if
this,
there's
and
any
it very
really
nearly
good,
burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently,
if there's any really good
reassuring it that
Easter
everything would be
eggs
fine.
on these screens. I'd be interested to learn that. A lot of them just look like offices, but I wonder if there's any at all that are...
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Okay.
His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
All right, here we are.
But here was the proof.
Go into the
heart of
control
operation.
center.
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began
Keep up
to
with
sink
this
in,
narrator.
Stanley
We're already over
decided
here.
that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Yeah.
over another human life.
We're turning you off. Haha. Now I think without the
Stanley
bucket,
and the bucket waited in blackness.
it literally a
Was it
big
over?
gate opened. I think I walked out into the sunlight, and I think it just ended. I don't know if this will be any
They had
different
done
or
it.
not.
Stanley
So far,
and
this is
bucket
the
had
same.
defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door.
The two of
The
them.
bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any
I mean,
movie, but then stop it
would that be
halfway
his
through
bucket list?
and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
This
with
is
one another
amazing.
to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had
Oh.
the door stopped?
Yeah,
Was
that didn't
Stanley and
happen.
the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
Thank you.
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket. Would go to any lengths. not
Oh,
to
this
touch
is
the bucket.
totally new.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not
Take the
while this
bucket with you,
building has
man.
anything to say about it. Stanley realized he
Oh.
would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness
At least we have the
isn't
bucket.
really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Find out what? Oh, did he just... Is that the ending of that one? I think it is.
All of
Okay.
his co-workers were gone. What could it
What
mean?
could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The
Bucket!
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we're gonna go through left because we need to go through that one area. The area that says new content wasn't there anymore. Is that... Are we done with that? Room closet. And then we have to go down there.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, yep, we're still doing this right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Go, go, go.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yes.
Yes,
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm sure not guiding us. Always put your faith in the bucket. Okay. Now we're going to go out that side, that sign that says escape. And then we're going to... Yeah, we're going to go a couple different places here. Ah.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read...
Nope.
Mind control. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Oh. I kind of remember this.
The door behind them was not
Hopefully
shut.
it's
Stanley and the
something
bucket still had
different,
every
though.
opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
What do you think about this, Roy?
At
What do you
this point,
think?
Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
I think it was a painful death for me, but I don't know now that I have the bucket. Maybe it's a little different. We'll see. Drop down. And let's find out. Hey, Roy boy, what do you think of this, buddy? He's a good boy. Okay, what's going on?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless
their
the bucket's
demise?
warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it
Oh.
puts the mind and the soul
Okay.
at ease to embrace
This
the
is
bucket,
kind of what it
but
was like
use
last
is
time.
A sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death. This is what Stanley thought to
No.
himself.
No,
and
no,
he
no.
sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed
What?
violently to death.
No. No. Oh, good. Not the bucket. Take my bucket and we're going over here. The Stanley
It was
Parable.
a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
Wait a
It
minute.
was a
No.
glorious bucket to behold.
No. Where's my bucket? No, I had a bucket. Where did it go? Yeah, it does look more like a pail. I think a bucket. I think of a big old 5-gallon plastic bucket. Yeah, the bucket. This is funny. This is absolutely hilarious. Okay. So do they have new things here now?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Oh, that's amazing. The bucket. Depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year dozens are put to death just for attempting the 2 handles. I have gotten my fingers pinched in those before in the past, so I get it. And okay. This is really kind of crazy. Let's see. We can't go that way, but we can go up here. Oh, can I grab it? Nope. Inferno bucket, a replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerful, alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another. Control of it. Billions died. Okay. Well, why can't I take that one? That would be nice. Let's go up here first and around. Oh my god. Dance, yeah. Got a good beat to it. That is very cool. Okay, we're going up here.
No man can own a bucket. And certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Why
It
not?
is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Oh my god. Well, I see where this is going. Peace symbolizes the necessary relationship between the bucket and humanity, however clear our grasp of the bucket may be. Wow, okay. Well, I think we have to make the jump, right? That looks like a... yeah. Ready, Zach? We're gonna do it. I wonder if we should check around. Nope, nope. Nope, we're gonna do it. Go! What? What the heck? Okay, that was weird. That freaked me out a little bit. I thought I was gonna fall. Dang, okay, well, that happened. We can go up this other side over here. See this picture of this bucket? Now that's smart. I like that, the stress bucket. Presented without commentary. Okay. Yeah, I thought for sure there'd be something there. Okay, are we... I think we're done. Can we go back out this way or no? Hello, narrator? Narrator? Nope, not gonna let us out. Okay. We clearly have to find another way out, so we'll go and look around here. Did we... Is this a dead end? Yep. We missed something, I think. I think we went this way. We had more stuff this way. I can't jump. So how do we go over here? I can't get in there. And this is just where we just fall. But we don't really fall. Oh wait, can I take this? Oh, there it is. Okay. I took their bucket. Ha ha
There
ha.
is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Okay.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
No.
Don't
No, no,
reset
no.
the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only
No,
we let
that's
Stanley
not cool.
die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler,
No,
as
no.
leader,
Duck.
as commander of a new
Duck.
world, a new vision.
Oh. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh. That was not a good outcome. Here we are again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket with stickers.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
420.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
Fine.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did
This-
little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
I wish we
telling
could get
him
into
that
these
the
rooms.
employee lounge was simply the place to be.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in, man. Take care, dude. Have a good weekend. And, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Okay, we're
And
back in
it was.
here.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to
We're
himself.
just gonna get out
Never
of
mind.
here.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the
We're
door
gonna go
on his left
straight.
to go back to the meeting room.
Because we have a couple things here we didn't do with the bucket.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Let's go down here.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Princess, we have to start over again. So we got Princess and Roy here now. Hanging out.
All his co-workers were gone.
Hey, what could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly.
That's right.
Alone, not with the bucket around.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
We're gonna get out of here and get through this room. Oh, my chair's going back. That means... Whoa. We have a princess coming down to see me. All right. She's used us as stairs. How humiliating.
Coming to a staircase,
okay.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait a minute. Let's go downstairs. Now, I remember what happened here without the bucket.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy...
We just keep
why
going
had
in a
he
big
taken
circle
that
here.
risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
We just have to listen to what he says.
Crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked
Yes.
the bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and
The
wisdom
bucket
for me
should have
in
googly
difficult
eyes.
times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
No.
How did I end
It
up
says
with
property
someone
of
else's
Stanley.
bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
No,
Who
give me the
knows
bucket
what
back.
sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance,
I just had it.
He heard it calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley!
Oh my god.
Find
Yeah, these
me.
weren't here the first
He
time.
had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and
Princess. We blacked out, Princess. We're gonna start again. We're
This
gonna
is the
start
story
over.
of a woman named Mariella.
No. Last time we died, she found us
Mariella
dead.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her
There
walk
we are
was
again.
interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
No.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of
Exactly,
his
you need a
actions
bucket.
and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be.
Oh, I left it at home.
And she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My
Heck yes.
life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
I want to see her backflip. Okay, that was an ending. That was very fun, interesting. Not much different. So let's go and...
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... The good old bucket.
Good old
Just
bucket.
Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Oh, wait, this is different. What is this? This is completely different.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
Interesting.
entered the door on his left.
No, we're going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt
Maybe
the
that was-
bucket calling to him.
It
telling
felt
him
different,
that
maybe
the
it wasn't.
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket
Okay.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Now we have two different things here we didn't do. We need
No.
to
Said the bucket.
go
Don't
over
go
to the
meeting
end,
room. Go somewhere else.
and we
The
need to jump
cargo
off
lift, yes, go good.
and go into there.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
The
did not question
bucket
why
is
or
telling
how
me what
this
to
bucket
do.
was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Wow. Putting a lot of faith in this bucket, man.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Hold on. "432." I wonder if we've seen that sign anywhere else. Okay. Boy, that looks tempting, but I'll die, so we're not going to do it. Okay, here we are.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
We're going to unplug it again. Is it not going to let us? Aw.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Oh, I did get it. Okay,
Were you
good.
trying to resist the bucket's orders?
Yes.
Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets
What voice am I
can't
hearing?
Talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult.
How about don't have the
I
bucket
wish I
talk
were
to me?
better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right
What?
here. Let's take a look.
Take a look.
What is comedic timing?
Oh,
What
excellent.
is
Okay.
comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
I hope so.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's
Good.
dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Why?
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke,
Okay.
start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
In that 18
When the joke has
seconds.
concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. I love it. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This
Thank you.
saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience
Okay.
on how rapt they were throughout the joke is
See
the
how
only
funny
way
I
to
was,
grow
though,
or
right?
learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times.
For one
just
joke?
to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is.
That's weird.
With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember
getting
to let
Simpson
them stop
vibes here.
laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm
What
of
is
bullets
going
and
on here?
mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth
Wow.
reign supreme.
Okay, I don't know what I just
Hey,
watched. That was
goodness,
weird.
This video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter.
You
I
think?
the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. I'm going to jump off on my way back.
I can feel it.
Oh, it won't let
This
me.
time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches.
Oh.
A talking bucket, you'll say. How ridiculous.
That makes me mad.
How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to
That's-
overthink things.
That's really funny. So am I going all the way back to my office? What am I doing here? I think that's what I'm doing. Go through the lounge. And we get to hear all new dialogue from him this time. Well, hello, my Roy boy.
Here we go.
Okay, here we
You
go.
ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh, now this is our first time doing this with this, in this way, so let's go ahead and ignore him. I may have made a mistake. I may have made a mistake. Oh God, here we go.
What?
Whoa.
We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several
That's weird.
rooms leading up to this.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself.
No, it doesn't.
I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Oh, come
Yes,
on.
surely that will help me improve my...
Wait, we're
Here
gonna
we
watch
go.
this again?
You ready?
Okay.
When
Yes.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Did we? I don't think we did. I still think we went to the right.
What? We're back at the phone already? No,
Mhm.
no.
Okay,
Here we go.
we're gonna
You
keep
ready?
doing it.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Nope. Let us in.
What? We're back at the phone already? No.
We're gonna try one more time.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2
Let me
open
in.
doors, they
Let me in.
entered the door on the left.
Let me in. One more time. If it does the same thing, then we will just listen to
We're
him.
back at the phone already?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Here
I
we
was hoping
go.
there'd be a little
You
something
ready?
different.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Fine, we'll open the door on the left.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you
Wait.
not even look at the instructional video? I think this
Wait.
is all covered very clearly. There's no
I
way
did.
I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke
I
is completely done
did.
and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be
Wait,
ridiculed
before it
in
was
the
your
community
fault.
of other joke
Oh,
writers.
great.
I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and
Tips
take
for
a
getting
hint.
fired.
Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
What happened?
Stanley,
Where am I?
you love the bucket so much it's like you...
The end?
all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
That can't be all of them.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the
Nope.
delivery?
Nope.
Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale...
Can we get out of here?
What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. I'm getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket.
Okay, guys,
That's not the point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos.
I'm sure this will
That's
start me
exactly
over.
what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Okay. We're back in our office?
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Oh, look at this. In the meeting room. I haven't been looking for those figures. I should be maybe looking around. I wish you could open all these doors and just go in any of them. Bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Absolutely.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know,
This
We're
was
gonna go
not
this
the
way.
correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
surely one of those will open someday.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought. No.
No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, so we know what is that direction, I think. Oh no, we gotta go and jump off.
No.
said the bucket.
Don't go to
Now.
the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
We are.
cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
We're gonna
Stanley
jump
did not
off. I'm not gonna listen to
question
this
why or
bucket.
how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Too much
But
fireball.
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Nope. We're going this way, man. Bucket didn't say anything about going this way. 2B1.
No,
2B3.
stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior.
Well, this has a
up to
picture
this
of a
point,
bucket on
which,
it, and
if
I know it's a
that's
bucket.
true, well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed
Okay.
quickly and properly.
Well,
So
what are
much
we
of
gonna
the
do?
impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Okay. Hello? Is this a
Now
bucket?
then,
Yes.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not
What is
a
that up
bucket.
there?
Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Looks like a bucket to me.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, that's not cool. Okay, fine.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
I have a feeling it's not, but we're gonna say it is.
Incorrect. It
What
is
is
a
that?
3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh, it's still a bucket, right? Okay, princess, you can help me out with this
Item
one.
3. Is this a bucket?
Does that look like a bucket to you? She said no. She says we've fallen for this enough. And that is not a bucket. That is probably a cutout from a magazine of a bucket, is what I'm guessing.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Jerks. Okay, fine.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
No. How's it gonna say it is? No, that's a truck. Or a tractor.
Correct.
Yay!
This is a tractor and not a bucket.
Thank
To be
you.
honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Oh, no, you look like an idiot still. Just in a different way.
Is this a bucket?
I have a feeling you're gonna say yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
But it's not. I don't think he knows what a bucket is.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I mean, it looks like a bucket. Seeing what's up there. Yeah, we're gonna say it's a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
It is and is not a bucket. What's that mean?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here
How about let's use
somewhere.
the thing that's in my arm that says it's a bucket. That's why we have the sticker on there. No, that is not a bucket.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket.
Yay!
We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless, is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Well, no, I knew the tractor wasn't.
You know what?
Well, what?
I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me too.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am
Nope.
I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
I pushed the buttons.
I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, no, that's BS. Oh.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why
Yeah,
did everything disappear? Wait, was everything
because everything's a bucket.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Apparently.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket
I'm not a
either.
bucket.
Oh,
No.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's
Okay.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll
Okay.
know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that
Excuse me.
information might do to a person. All
Get off
right,
my
here
keyboard.
we go.
Come on. Stepping on my keyboard like that. What's wrong with you? Wait. This looks different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's
Stanley
my
decided
number.
To go to the
Well,
meeting
hello.
room.
Hi,
Perhaps he had
princess.
simply missed a memo.
Come on down. You look right here. Come here. Princess. You say hi? You say hi to everyone watching? Here, turn around. You can get up close and personal. Look, you can just go, hi. Hi, I'm Princess. Nice to see you. There you go. You got to say hi. Where you going? You gonna go over there? Where did Roy go? Whoop. There you go. Now you can lay beside me. Alright, that's us. That is not our place. There's a bucket here. We're gonna grab
A good
it.
bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
I was getting ready to call this. Ooh. What's this? Welcome to the whiteboard ending? What's that mean? Dog mode? I want dog mode. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It does dog barks instead of the keys typing. Holy crap. Okay, my life's complete. Where is this at? I want to go in there.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
Well, yeah.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Oh,
Stanley
interesting.
touched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't know, guys.
This was not the
I don't know
direct
what
way
else
to
to
the meeting
do.
room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling
There has
to
to
him,
be more
telling him
things.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh, that's like the only shot you get of outside. All the other windows are kind of just like white. You can't actually see out them. Yeah, I want to go in all these offices and see what they are.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting?
No, it's
never mind.
not.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We got one more thing I know we can do, and that
No,
is actually go
said the
answer the
bucket.
phone.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good.
Said the
There we
bucket.
go.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
He's getting nosy
Stanley did
again,
not
or
question why
he's
or
getting
how
bossy
this
again.
bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay. Yeah, we'll answer the phone this time.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed
I did.
blindly.
Okay.
Now pick up the phone.
Said
Okay.
The bucket. This
see what
is the
happens.
sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Oh,
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
it's like the companion cube on Portal. I don't believe the bucket can talk to me. The bucket was talking to me. I heard it. Spoke English and everything. 427B? What's this? No. Burr. That's my office number, 427. See, most of the windows are like this. You can't see out of them. So this is my apartment, right? Can we get anything out of here? Nope, can't get in the fridge, nothing. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Jazz music? Hello, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Okay, sure.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Oh, great. Okay, well. Keep going just a little bit here, and then we will... 14.9, here's our office. Take it home with me? Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
He won't. Take it back to work, okay?
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley,
Come on.
can you hear me? Listen
Yes.
to me.
Okay.
It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't
Just a
talk.
bucket.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from
Shame
one
on you.
location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything
Just
else.
a bucket. Yeah, we're going back here.
You see, he's not listening. He's still
No.
taking orders from the bucket. You know,
What?
once upon a
Yes.
time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all
Well,
he cares
not
about
always.
is this awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Don't listen to him, bucket. He didn't mean
Sad.
that.
I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now
Aw.
on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort
No.
of shiny bucket.
I couldn't figure out
Well,
where it
give
was.
this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Yeah, and some nice stickers too.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Was that picture... Was there a bucket in this picture before? I don't think there was.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
I think,
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
See?
No,
I'm telling you.
No. What's going
on?
Oh, why do I
this
want
is
to be with
weird.
The bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could
Oh my
tell me what to
God.
do in this troublesome situation.
Oh my God. Look, there's a bucket there being... Oh, this is...
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to
No,
me. Give me
no.
the bucket, Stanley.
No,
I need
back
it.
off.
Give it
No.
to me now. Give it or I'll...
No. Stay away from my bucket. Did he get it? Go back to work, Stanley. I want my bucket back. I want my bucket back, bucket back, bucket back. Boy, you can't say that too fast. You know what? I think we're going to call this an episode. That was a fun live, about 2 hours worth. And yeah, we'll continue playing this next Friday. And we'll see how far we can get. And then that may be the last part. I don't know. We'll have to see what else we can find. And look around. If you're watching this and are... If you're watching this, comment below something you'd like me to try. Or if you have a little bit of a kind of a hint of something I can do, leave it in the comments. That'd be awesome. If you enjoyed this video, guys, give it a big old thumbs up. That really does help us a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to Shmoo Gaming. That makes you a member of the Shmoo crew. You can also tell all your friends about us because we would love for them to join us as well. And feel free to comment on any of my videos. I do respond to all the comments that I can. We have playthroughs of 7 Days to Die on here. Sorry about that. I just was distracted there for a second. We have playthroughs of 7 Days to Die on here. We have GeoGuessr. I do with the Chaos Queen. We have TCG Card Shop Simulator. I'm doing 365 days in a row on that. My big dog came in to say hi. I don't know if y'all can see him or not, but this is Comet. Come here, buddy. Hey. Come here. So they don't think I'm talking to a bucket. You can kind of see him. There he is. That's my big dog, Comet. He's a good boy. Alright, guys. You can also check out on Wednesday afternoons at 3 o'clock Central Time. I do a live feed opening packs in TCG Card Shop Simulator, so join us for that. And that will do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my playthrough of the Stanley Parable here on Shmoo Gaming. I'm the Catalyst. That was Comet. This is my princess. You guys are amazing. And until next time, much love.